What up, familia? It's your favorite Puerto Rican Brooklyn Philly, and I just feel led to come on here and just pull some cards and see what we're going to do. I purchased this book for myself as a present to myself, to the little girl in me, and it's called The Dog Who Followed the Moon, and I feel led to use it as bibliomancy this morning and this afternoon. Interesting. Let's see where we go. Her parents were gone, the moon had left her, and he knew in his heart that his body was failing by the hour. By the end of the day, he would leave her too. They're telling me to read the page before it. The wolf looked at the little dog, lost and without hope. Her parents were gone. The moon had left her, and he knew in his heart that his body was failing by the hour. By the end of the day, he would leave her too. Interesting. So maybe at this point in time, I'm hearing someone is feeling lost. And page 87 may be significant for somebody. The number 87, rather. Right? Maybe at this time, someone feels lost. My condolences if you recently had a loss in your life, right? Familial or friend. There's something about, right? The wolf said he saw that she was lost and that her parents had died. But there was also an admitting that his body was failing and he would soon leave her too. So now I'm hearing grieving. Maybe there's a grieving that is being currently felt or needed at this time or experienced. I just heard wintertime, right? In the wintertime, we see the leaves fall. Things become barren, like the trees become barren. My throat just wanted to lie. That's interesting. So the winter season is a time, I just heard, for rest, to allow yourself to grieve, right? Even if it isn't a specific loss of an actual individual person. It could be maybe of a job, of a home, of a community, of a space. Father of Sticks of, yeah, for some of you it is a relationship, right? Literally a father, right? Father of Sticks, or individual who was significant in your life that may have represented a father figure. Ace of Coins. I keep looking at this tree on the book and I don't know, I just heard bonsai tree. That may be significant for somebody. The Free Man, which in this deck is the Fool. Right? But now I'm hearing all hope isn't lost, right? There's something about things looking bleaker than what they truly are. And I don't normally use the word like bleaker, right? Yeah, I'm hearing it's always dark before the light, right? There's always the moon before the sun, right? What's that saying now? Something cometh in the night, but joyeth cometh in the morning. I'm hearing the Old English. And I could be talking to, possibly this is Leo energy, Aries, Sagittarius, right? I mean, the wands, the father of wands, father of sticks, right? He looks pretty confident, pretty astute. In this card, he is this a root worker, this person who is able to utilize the skills that he has uh, to cure others. There's medicine in his bones, I heard. Interesting. I wonder if he's the one who was of mixed. For following the social construct of race, which is a misnomer, is fake, right? There is no, but just to follow with that concept for right now. Okay, no, he isn't. But anyway, a highly successful 19th century hoodoo man named Dr. James Alexander, Indian Jim, who lived in New Orleans but was originally from Mississippi. He was known for his curing ceremonies, which included the distribution of fruit-covered and burning brandy. He would also do head washings with the brandy. Yeah, there was something about, I said that, him being very skilled in the work that he did. And there was something about curing, yeah. So a healer, right? A hoodoo man who was a healer of sorts and was successful at it and was sought for it, right? There's something about that, yeah, that you may feel lost or at a loss. Now the 8 and the 7 they're saying is a 15. Isn't that's the devil, right? In the right away. Yeah, because the tower I think is 16. So the 15. Yeah, I'm hearing like don't be deceived. Right? So now I'm hearing something may look demonic, right? That's this interesting language too. Meaning, that it came straight from the pits of hell or from the devil, right? There's something about loss of hope, loss of, right? And it said, remember, things are looking bleaker than what they are. Now I just heard Jafar from Aladdin in my head saying, things are unraveling fast, boy, right? He thought he was winning, right? He thought he had Aladdin and the genie and the sultan and Jasmine. He thought he had it all figured out, right? And even gloated about it. Things are unraveling fast, boy, right? And that's when he unraveled the magic carpet. But there's something about, yeah, right? This loss of hope. Do not let your eyes. Yeah, now I just heard the genie again. Do my eyes deceive me? You're down to 2 wishes, boy. And Aladdin says, no. I didn't actually wish to get out of the cave. You did that on your own. And he drops his mouth. Huh. And says, well, I feel sheepish. Bad boy. Why these references? Interesting. Yeah, Mrs. Robinson, the 15, right? Something. And look, she's, in this card, in this devil 15 card, Mrs. Robinson was being taunted by some of the other women. And she told them, like, don't mess with me, leave me alone. And they didn't listen. The one woman didn't listen, but she persisted to talk smack. Yeah, my nose is itching. My ancestors are definitely here. Thank you for your presence. And yeah, not too long after, the lady's son passed away, and that's Mrs. Robinson holding the obituary because she came to the funeral and looking back at her and laughing. Now that sounds cruel, but there's something about karma. There's something about people thinking, now here, do not be deceived, God is not mocked, about people thinking, right, or about it feeling even to you, wow, I went right, Uh, the wolf looked at the little dog, lost and without hope, right? And yeah, if you stop the story here, by the end of the day, he would leave her too. Like, well, that's messed up. She's really gonna be alone, right? The little dog will really be left alone. No parents. The wolf that found her in that condition. And now the moon, right? The dog that followed the moon, who followed the moon, right? So maybe being in this space, but I'm hearing it's for your good. What's going to come out, what they don't see, right? The people who, uh, that woman who kept talking ish about Miss Robinson and spreading lies and rumors didn't anticipate, right? There's something about them being arrogant about somebody. Who's them, spirit? There are people who are being arrogant about some type of downfall, demise, what you may look like to them right now at this time. And I shuffle these cards already. I don't know, I just feel, right? And I'm hearing that the only reason why they're even messing with you, right? And now we're talking about work. This is, right, a person, this is his job. This is his living, right? This is what he does. He's a hoodoo man, and he's pretty good at it. And look, and he's cocky and confident with it. Look good, right? I had to ask for them digits. Or let him ask me for mine. Interesting. The card Two-Faced wanted to show. Yeah, someone two-faced. And look, they're saying let it go. Don't worry, right? So whoever these people are, whoever this person is, whatever this situation may be, that at this time, wait, they told me look at it. Yeah, look, there's something about you. So if this is specifically for someone about your job and your, so I'm getting, oh God, okay, spirit, multiple scenarios. So this may be at your place of work that this is happening, that you are incurred in encountering two-faced people at this time. You're being told to let it go. Let this job go. For some of you, whoever that relates to, don't come and say that I told you to let your job go. But you can let that go. What says releasing grudges, emotional freedom, forgiving yourself and others, free your heart. So yeah, it's something about let that go, right? You are really the ish, right? And as such, right, put this energy and what you are gifted in, possibly into a side hustle, right? Yeah, and it's going to be successful. The Ace of Coins, here you see in this piece of pie, there's this penny, and then the tea leaves is prosperity as well. So usually these pies were cooked with like a piece of rag, a penny, I think a ring, and some other things in there. And depending on which item you got when your slice confirmation was cut, it would, indicate, so if you got the ring, it meant marriage. If you got the cloth, I think it meant some type of destruction. If you got the penny, it meant good luck in terms of monetary. So this, in this picture, this Ace of Coins, this person got the penny. And when their tea leaf was done, reading the leaves then in and of themselves, yeah, and my right ear is ringing now. Also prophesied, I'm hearing prosperity, abundance, good luck, right? So there's something about twofold, right? That your gifts will, will be successful, will be abundant, will provide for you, right? And if it's maybe your skills that you're taking, if you are leaving a job and going into a new job, or if you are beginning a side hustle, right? Either way, it will be successful, right? It will be successful. Don't worry, right? It may look dark now, but joy cometh in the morning, right? It's always dark in the moonlight, but then the sun, right? That's one thing. One thing for sure, two things for certain. We can expect that sun rising tomorrow morning, and we can't expect anything else, right? Unless something catastrophic happens. But for the most part, we are creatures who understand that night cometh, and then, now I'm hearing Kemet. I'm hearing the sun god Ra. I'm hearing the beetle, right? The dung beetle who would roll the dung, right? To signify how, right? The earth is rotating, and again, it would encounter night, but then the sun would rise, right? I'm hearing in the east always, right? And with the sun came power, vitality, creativity, passion, right? Yeah, to conquer, I'm hearing, to go forth, right? And again, it's assured, right? And it's going to give you so much prosperity, right? That you will become a free man, a free woman, right? This card now, although it's also the Fool card, but it's also signifying liberation, right? The type of wealth that would give you liberation, right? Or maybe the type of side hustle that would open up the door for such freedom, right? And the freedom to you can mean so many different things, right? Because it may just be freedom to have mornings, right? Freedom from a oppressive job that you may feel, or or two-faced people, right? That maybe aren't appreciating the value and your healing magic, right? There's something that to this community, to this person, to this job, to wherever this space was, that was two-faced. They're telling me, read it. Say one thing, does another. Betrayal behind kindness. Pretends loyalty. Trust carefully. Yeah, it's definitely somebody. Yeah, they're energy vampires, right? So again, this supposed lost, right? And I haven't read the book yet, right? But now I'm hearing this journey of this little dog, quote unquote, following the moon, who encounters this wolf who kind of like walks this journey with him. Now I'm hearing as a guide, as a spirit guide, as an ancestor, as divinity, as higher self. Right now I'm hearing the footprints, right? When you only see one set of footprints in the sand is because those are the times I carried you, right? It's actually removing. Maybe this pup was born into a community of energy vampires and two-faced individuals, right? And it was behind the loss of the parents, right, that then ushered the journey that this little dog took to follow the moon. That would inevitably get her away from the energy vampires. Draining connections, toxic influence, protect your energy, time to cut cords, right? And let go, yeah, cut cords, but then let go with forgiveness, right? Releasing, look, with balloons of love, right? We ain't got time for that, I'm hearing. Ain't nobody got time for that, right? And for some of you, it may be an actual cord cutting, right? But there's a sense of freedom. Yeah, look, payday. Financial rewards, money rolling in, celebration of success, checks cash. Cha-ching, I just heard cha-ching. I don't know. Play the lottery. I don't know why I said that. I'm not sure be encouraging, gambling or anything like that. But I don't know if you feel lucky, if you feel led to. I don't know. This is like a building, so maybe payday, maybe this new place of employment is actually going to pay you more. There is 1,400, the number 1,400 may be significant. Please put in the comments if you actually do get deposited $1,400, because it's saying it is money rolling in and it's unexpected, right? Again, there's success. And then what I just saw was me versus me, right? Something about, the only one that can stop you, the only one that can prevent such a payday in your life, such success, forgiveness for self and others is you. The only competition you have to worry about is you, right? So now I'm hearing that somebody has to go interview for a job, or is scared about a job or anything like that. Don't worry about anybody else as competition. It's just you versus you. self-competition, personal growth, becoming better than yesterday. My only competition is me. That's right. And then payback was under that, right? And there's something again, yes, concentrate on you. Now I'm hearing, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, right? And if you don't even believe in that, like, the karma is coming back. You have to do nothing. People who put out this type of fuckery, I'm hearing, right? Who play these types of shenanigans, right? Of being two-faced and being energy vampires. That shit just go right back. You have to do nothing. Pay nothing towards it, I'm hearing, right? Pay nothing. It deserves no energy. Nothing. The only competition is you. And it's not for you to be in competition literally with you in the negative sense, but in terms of raising your elevation, right? Your growth. Can you tell us more in spirit? So there's this sense of freedom, honing in and understanding that we are gifted, right? And are valuable, what we have, right? The gifts that we carry. Ten of Knives. Yeah, you're closing out some type of cycle, right? Eight of Knives. You're currently at the crossroads, deciding which way to go, right? But the crossroads of this Eight of Knives is different in this deck of saying, the worst is over. So it's like two cards letting you know cycles are done. The worst is over. It's now moving forward. Right, and then look, the Eight of Coins again. For much of you, yes, it's a new place of employment, right? A new place of employment, yeah. And look, here, this person is just kind of showing that they have the magic, but they by themselves. I don't know, but it also seems kind of defensive, like he has to, show that this is who he is. Here, he's not even looking up at us. It's confirmation. It's like I'm relaxed. I'm able to just flow and do what I do, right? I don't gotta flex, right? I don't gotta be on defense. I don't gotta try to prove, right? Maybe back to me versus me, right? I'm now in a work environment where and I'm appreciated for what I do. So then it allows me, my nervous system, to just do what I do. With grace, I'm hearing, and elegance, and eloquence. Right? It's so beautiful. Past life. It says, previous connections, unexplained familiarities, soul memories. I've known you before. Luxury life, comfortable wealth, indulgence, enjoying rewards because I deserve it. So maybe for some of you, and then clout chaser. Let's see. Doing anything for attention, fame hungry, desperate for followers, anything for a like. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So what I'm hearing is this new environment that you're either going into or creating for yourself. Because remember, back here we got side hustle, and we said it was enough of a side hustle that it made you feel free, right? This freeman, this new sense of freedom. And there's something about it, they're taking me back to that. With this free man, they don't know if he's coming or going. What is he taking something out the cemetery? Did he go to give something, or did he take something, right? You're moving in silence. This is allowing a sense of freedom, right? And maybe it's this thing that regulates your nervous system that you love doing so much is because you've done it in the past life. It's going to bring you the luxury that you require, whatever that means to you, right? Because a luxury life can look very differently to all of us, and you're not going to have to clout chase shit. You won't have to be this buffoon, acting like a puppet or a monkey, I'm hearing, just to get likes, right? It's not going, there's something about, there's a difference, right? You're closing out that cycle. And to close us out, Spirit, what would you like to leave us with? Look, you're moving forward, right? That's it. You're moving forward. You're moving forward, beloved. That's it. I thought a couple came out. No, just this. Look, Black Herman, the magician, right? You're moving forward and doing, what you can only do best, right? And you're moving forward with all. What does the magician use? The magician is using all of the elements, all five of them, right? Spirit, fire, water, earth, uh, 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 fire, water, earth. What am I missing? Pentacles, cups, wands, swords, right? Fire, water, earth, air, and spirit, right? You're going to be able to, and that you move forward because of you being able to alchemize this, right? Your skills, your potential, you've always had them. You didn't need to look. The stick says power on it. Camera might not pick that up, but that's what it's dunamis power. I'm hearing, right? You've always held the power. The power has always been in your hand, right? And then look, Five of Knives. This is an interesting card. This is her holding a bit in her mouth. I always kind of like lose and I always have to go back to this card because it's interesting, right? It's talking about communication, right? But the ability of her to, it talks about if you needed to lie and with your taking oath on the Bible, you would be justified or freed of responsibility for lying after swearing on the Bible. So this card talks about making amends, conflicts resolved, vindication, overcome, vengeance, righteous fury, treachery exposed, being prepared for battle, the end of attacks, fighting back, confronting evil, and compromise, right? It's because, you're moving forward. You're moving forward and in such power with all of the knowledge that you've acquired, right? The experience, right? That's the vengeance. That's why back here you was told to let it go, forgive and forgive others. That's why you was reminded, vengeance is mine, to save the Lord. That's why you was reminded, do not be deceived. God is not mine. You don't have to do a damn thing. Not a thing, I'm hearing. You don't have to do a thing, child. Now somebody's ancestors is coming through. You don't have to do a thing, but be you. Be you, child. Move forward and be you. Work the magic, the power that you have, that has always been within you, that you came, was birthed into this realm with. Yeah. And at the bottom of the deck, I can't make this up. Y'all seen me shuffle. Yeah, Mrs. Robinson. Yeah, it's done. The karma is done, right? And they said that earlier over here. And again, not by you. The payback is real. People brought it on themselves, right? There's always consequences and repercussions for all of us, for all of our actions. If you was doing some fuck shit, then then that's you too. But if you was minding your business, trying to go ahead and cure and help others and do what you needed to do, right? Then the luck is yours. You will be freed, right? This will be successful. Your gifts will carry you forward, right? You are closing out cycles, right? You are shutting it down, flowing with what you love to do, just by being little old you, moving forward, making that power do what it could only be done by you. And you ain't had to do nothing. You've been vindicated, right? Literally. And you know that they brought that out earlier when I said the page 87, 8 and 7 is 15 and it came up. So yeah, that's it. I mean, finito. And I just heard, look at the bottom of the deck, spilled tea. That's the tea. You want to know the tea? Secrets exposed, gossip spreading, leaked information. Oops, it's out. Yeah, people are going to be exposed. You have to do nothing, nothing, no ting, but just be you. And let your spirit team, your ancestors, divinity do what it does best. Right? This is going to be you. This is all you have to worry about. This is definitely not going to be you. No need. Right? You leave that buffoonery to everybody, to these energy vampires that want to play that and want to act like this two-faced BS. No. The only competition is you. And that's it. Finito. Is that quick, cut, clot, dry, and clear? I'm hearing there's nothing else left to be said. Stand in the confidence of yourself, your spirit team, your ancestors, divinity. Listen, only you know. I can't tell you what. But stand boldly and confidently, trusting in the Lord, I'm hearing, with all your heart and soul, knowing that it's already written. And so it is. And so it shall be. Ashe, Amen, and Amen. Until next time, beloved, stay safe and happy holidays if you celebrate. Until next time.